welcome back to Libib's booktube channel. My name is Kaylin. I'm getting cozy and comfy today in this ginormous sweater. I'm tired, it's late, and I'm just ready to do this book tag. Since I am staying home and being comfy and cozy, today's video is going to be the stay at home book tag, which is originally created by Princess of Paperback. So we have a couple of questions that we're going to be answering today, and let's get on to it. So first up, the number one question topic is going to be laying in bed. A book that you could / have read in bed all day. And this is one that I haven't read all day or in bed all day, but I've definitely listened to it more in the car on audio than I've actually read physically. But that is Midnight Sun by Stephanie Meyer. I just feel like I took this question's answer as more of like a book that feels cozy and comfort and warm and snuggly, and all you want to do is just and go take a nap, because I never get any reading done in my bed anymore because half the time I'm asleep. I fall asleep, I get so relaxed, and then I'm just like asleep. So I don't know if you guys just get so relaxed when you're in bed trying to read and you just fall asleep, but that's just me. So I figured this book is more of like a comfort read and to feel warm and fuzzy inside. And I still haven't finished it yet, so we're working on that. Question number 2 is snacking. What is a guilty pleasure? I'm gonna have to go with the OG guilty pleasure, Pretty Little Liars by Sarah Shepard. Yes, I endured the 18-book series. But I miss the days where I'd pick up a Pretty Little Liars book and I'd read it all within a week. Miss those good old days back in high school. But I miss those days where I can just like binge read the heck out of series. But that was like one of my favorite guilty pleasure reads, and still will be to this day, no matter how bad those books are. Question number 3 is Netflix. What is a book series you want to start? And I think it's fitting because the book series is coming to Netflix, I think in April, sometime this spring. But it's Six of Crows by Lee Bardugo. I still haven't finished. Why did I even say finish? I haven't even started this series. So I'm hoping to start the series before I watch the TV show. And yeah, so next up is Deep Clean. What's a book that's been on your TBR the longest? I was gonna say The Winter's Curse by Marie Rukowski. This I bought back in 2014 and it's been sitting on my shelf since forever, and I'm like, oh, I'll still get to it someday. But realistically, the longest book that's been on my TBR shelf, so that was in 2014, which was this year's 21, so 5 plus 2, 7 years ago, but that was when I graduated high school. So this was when I was in 8th grade, so tack on 4 years to that, 11 years I had this on my TBR shelf, if I mathed correctly. But yeah, Zombies vs. Unicorns, it's an anthology by all these authors, and I still have yet to read it. It's been the longest book on my TBR thus far that I've still kept. Next up is Animal Crossing, which I love Animal Crossing so much. A book you recently bought because of the hype. I didn't buy this recently because of the hype, but I recently bought this, and that is Shine Your Icy Crown by Amanda Lovelace. This is another one of her poetry collections. So I bought this. I also love the pretty blue cover. Next up is Productivity, a book you learned or that had an impact on you. And I would like to say any of the Lang Leave books. So I picked out Lullabies because this was the closest book that I could find by Lang Lee on my bookshelf. But I feel like Lang Lee was an author that I was never expecting to impact my life the way she did. And so now looking back on all the memories and all the books that I read by her, it just makes my heart like swoon to think that like I do have like a favorite author besides like the Harry Potters, the Twilights, the Hunger Games. Like this is like a new aged Kaylin favorite book or author. Next up is Facetime, a book that I was gifted, which I haven't been gifted a book in a long time. Actually, I can't remember the last time I did, but recently at Christmas I got Tasty Adulting. So this has all the tasty recipes in there. I do plan on trying the Philly cheesesteak quesadilla, hopefully this weekend or sometime next week. That's this recipe is in there, but I'm just so excited to get a cookbook and for someone to gift a book to me, because I feel like it's been far too long that someone has not gifted a book to me. I mean, I've been gifted Barnes & Noble cards or Amazon cards to purchase books, but nobody has physically given me a book, and it never felt so good until that day. Next up is self-care. What is one thing that you have recently done to look after yourself? And I think the most soothing thing for self-care for me is like sitting down and like cooking and actually having like a good meal that I've made, baths, or waking up on Sundays if the sun is shining and just pulling open my curtains and having the sun cascade upon my body and I feel like a sparkling little vampire, and lighting my candles and start cleaning my apartment, like mopping the floors and all that fun jazz. It's just so therapeutic, and I feel like I'm 40 or 50 at this point in my life when I'm really 25 having my quarter life crisis, but those things have been so soothing and such help for my self-care. And last but not least, the bonus question. Name a book coming out soon, and I'm gonna have to say Dustborn by Erin Bowman, and this cover is so beautiful. It's kind of like a YA Western, the 100 meets sci-fi, I don't know. It just looks awesome, amazing, and I can't wait to get my little hands and fingers on it to be able to devour. Like, this is like one of my most hyped up books that is being released this year, so I'm super excited. I'll probably read that before Lore by Alexandra Bracken, which I also bought, which is over there looking at me, giving me like the look of shame. But this book I am so hyped for because I love Erin Bowman. I love her books. Vengeance Road, chef's kiss. Anyways, let me know down in the comment section below, what is your favorite thing to do at home? Anyways, that's gonna be it for this week's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time for a new bookish video.